We're on air, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Live.
Are you kidding me? Shit.
Just real quick, my videos. Do this real quick.
Oh shit.
Just gonna shamelessly self-promote myself real quick. Because why not?
Get down to business.
Alright.
What? What do you mean you can't hear him? That's because I was singing the same thing he was singing before.
The combos for days. I'm the dude.
Oh, Cherry, fix yourself.
Get down to business.
Get. Christian, I don't know why you even put your fucking live stream in that chat. No one goes to it. They're all assholes.
I know, but fuck it.
Like I don't know. They don't have the. They literally don't even have a minute to just fucking click the link.
Sometimes Norman watches. I like it when I know that Norman watches, because I feel happy inside that he's actually taking time.
When I was watching your Black Ops live stream, I literally watched the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
I was honestly surprised because I've never stayed.
I started posting the link. I started posting the link to my status updates now. People actually joined. It was really weird. I had to be entertaining for once. Fuck. 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 Got him.
Whoa. Oh, I can't wait till they release the new Most Wanted Criminals in Batman.
Oh shit.
God damn it.
What the fuck was that? Oh shit.
Do I not have anything on my right arm? Alright, guess I'm taking this.
Get out of here, bitch. Oh no!
Reflects 10% of melee damage back onto our attacker.
Where do I go now? Okay. I'm okay back there, but I can't save Gordon.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Oh, someone's here. Oh. I forgot how to melee.
It's click of the right stick. No. It's
R2.
R2.
The left stick. It's probably the right stick.
I forgot how to... It's R1. Alright.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
For Fallout 4,
Thanks.
it's R1.
I probably would have forgot that too.
Thank God John's playing this podcast, otherwise this stream would be fucking over in a minute.
I'm not. I have John muted. Fuck that.
You do? I just hear it.
I couldn't stand
It's
the fucking
it's
sound
pretty
of that
entertaining.
podcast.
It's alright. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, you know. Pause it. You want me to pause it?
Every time I just randomly laughed, it's because of the podcast.
Oh shit, they
Oh,
see me.
I'm watching Mulan right now, so.
You're watching Mulan?
Well, Destiny took
I'm
Why
watching
wouldn't
Mulan.
he? It's one of the
because
greatest
Yeah,
Disney
well,
movies
yeah.
in
had such a
history.
bad
I mean,
year last year
As
with
mysterious
Advanced
as the
Warfare.
dark side
Destiny
of the
ate
moon.
up a lot of
Remember?
those players,
Yeah.
and
That
now
was terrible.
Call of Duty is back, and a lot of those players have gone back. You know, a lot of those people
Nope.
basically took a year off
I'm not
Call of Duty,
waiting for you, man.
came to
I have-
Destiny, and now we're going back to
That's
Black Ops 3.
disappointment
So,
at
and those
two,
are
and
the
I want to finish
competitive
watching
players.
this
Those are
already.
the people you're going to find in Crucible the most, right? They didn't
In
play.
20 minutes, it's not
They
gonna be
didn't
one.
raid. They didn't, do Nightfalls. They were
140,
in
and I
there
only
to
have like,
play.
what, 10 minutes to go to the freaking doctor.
You know, that's what they were missing
Oh,
from
I'm sorry.
their Call of Duty stuff. That's
Yeah.
why I came to
I'm playing
Destiny.
it.
I just didn't go back. You
Alright.
know, like, I mean, you're definitely going to see the player base move on, and Destiny's not offering anything new right now, so they're not going to come back until Destiny does.
I think it's got to be a combination of both. I feel like the algorithms for matchmaking maybe have some sort of thresholds of how they handle it, depending on the numbers that are in the population. So maybe we're experiencing the feel of a different algorithm because the numbers have shifted to a different threshold. Yeah.
Oh,
It
shit.
sucks, but it's also part of the reality. I do also think, though, that the actual
That fucking
network
draw
that they've
distance.
done,
Oh,
I mentioned
shit.
this last
Oh, guys, I
podcast,
gotta go.
the actual peer-to-peer code that they've written
Where are you going?
feels like it's old.
I
It
got.
just-
He has a
the
dentist
games don't
appointment.
have these
He
problems.
has to go
Are
see
you
his
not listening
dentist.
to me?
With the Taken King,
No?
when the Taken King came
God,
out, I
this is
feel
what
like
I
it got
do
better.
right now.
It's never going to be
Alright,
perfect.
I'll be back
It's
later.
here.
Damn,
But I feel like
Mario.
it got better.
Direct to
Very
hit.
far, and a guy shoots and snipes me, and I have enough time to walk around the corner,
Boom.
to have my orb around the corner. Like, and it's a green
God
bar,
damn,
like,
I'm
what?
fucking
That
OG.
makes no sense.
Well,
Very sad.
have you guys experienced lagging in the Sparrow racing?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Those fan lanes.
really,
Those fan lanes.
Get him, Curious, get him. Suck.
Come back. Back 4 feet. You're like, whoa, which way do I go?
Bitch.
Suddenly an ogre shows up and detonates.
Ogre teleports. Is that too soon? So
When I'm
just
racing my sparrow.
a heads up in the weekly update, you still have a few days, if you're listening into the chat right now, to submit a video in consideration for the Sparrow Racing League Film Festival. There's some pretty sweet loot. They showed it on the live broadcast yesterday. They have a PS4 and an actual, PS4 copy of the game. Some
Oh,
really
no.
cool stuff that they're giving away to the winners of the Sparrow Racing League Film Festival. So make sure if you've got a need for speed, thank you. You push it out there and get a video
Fucking
going.
loser.
What's the
That's need
Fast and Furious?
for
Fast and
Yeah,
Furious.
do like a trailer overdub with Sparrow Race.
Well,
I think that would be awesome.
So the next item on this weekly update is go out with a bang. After hours after Amanda takes down the flags for her, wait for it, holiday event, the Honorable Saladin and
God
Cosmo
damn
right
it.
that he
Fuck
has
that
to.
guy.
Man, body
What
is
was talking right now?
dropping
Fuck him.
everywhere.
Deej wouldn't go cheesy like
D no, that was Cosmo.
Cosmo. Anyway, so I guess the Iron Banner's back right
The
as
spending
so
gone,
we finish
leave
up
him
with
alone.
the Sparrow Racing League and we get
They
Iron
all-
Banner.
they
I know-
all
I
have
know
gone
what
to the
I'm
other
excited
side,
about,
so
but there's some
later.
Better matchmaking
Well, I
and
thought
people
that
to
was-
shoot at instead of racing
That's
sparrows.
top picture for
Okay,
me.
Patrick,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Iron Banner is the epitome, though, of bad peer-to-peer connections.
All right, stop. Ryder, what are you excited about?
I want to get my hands on that auto
Jerry,
rifle.
please.
I want to see if the shotgun
Jerry,
is
please.
It
No.
looks like Bellwitcher's Lie.
Jerry.
I'm hoping it's not Bellwitcher's Lie. That Titan helmet
There you
looks
go.
boss. The little thing on the top.
Uh-huh.
It does. I'm not gonna lie. I am a PlayStation
Ooh,
user,
killing.
and the PlayStation exclusive gear looks pretty good.
It's so nice, man.
How do I
For
see
the
the
Xbox
house?
users, if I get anything on the PlayStation, I'll dismantle it for you. So it's a little
There you go.
sacrifice.
There you go. I'm glad you're willing to make that sacrifice.
You make that
Yeah.
sacrifice.
I don't mind.
but
I don't
That
mind.
Titan helmet looks amazing. It reminds me of the Guardian or the Protector from Thor. You know, the one
Oh yeah.
that was made of metal and fire inside. The helmet looks like that, and I don't know. I have to have it. I'm gonna be grinding just mad amounts of Iron Banner.
I finally made a decision this week. I had to start getting rid of Vault of Glass and Cortizan right here. Like, I just had to start deleting it. I'm sad. I don't want to. Vault of Glass especially.
Me too. I deleted a lot of year 1 stuff this week.
I'm really looking forward to getting
Oh shit, shit's going down.
And I don't know. It's the gear for me that's gonna do it.
Oh!
I gotta have it.
Yeah.
That scared the
I mean,
fuck out of me.
Oh, we got gunners. You got gunners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get something, turn off bounties, whatever, get the gear.
I
Ultimately,
hate
I'll
the
probably
gunners. I don't
go
know
back
why.
to my level 2. So, like, I went in, it's
I
awesome
don't
to
hate
get the
them. I
gear,
don't like
sure,
them either.
but
I mean, if I
probably
was a
not going to
gunner,
change what I use.
I had
So it's
option to be
the
a gunner. I'd be a
Destroyer.
gunner.
Chat, let us know. It's called the Destroyer.
The auto rifle is?
No, the Tector.
Oh, or Tector, okay.
Yeah.
God damn it, Curie.
Trying to make a good
There's no time to be civil. They're shooting at us.
So
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
There was like a class item, the mantle of
Die, you
Devil's
fucking
Light,
prick.
something like that.
There you go.
So it was so dramatic sounding.
yeah. Well, Iron Banner starts 10 a.m. Pacific, Tuesday, December 29th. And the game returning will be Control.
Yeah, it's going back to Control.
Why don't they do Rifter?
I want to see that Rift. It would have been so great. End of the year Rift, Iron Banner. I'd have been like, okay, so that guy, I shot the guy, he didn't die. Whatever, it's Rift. Let's have some fun.
Let's go do Rifter.
Instead, I was gonna be like,
Someone's initiating
in like 5
some
minutes
type of
anyway. Yeah, because the lagging team, you know, they just
Order
capped it so quick.
66.
Right. Yeah.
So we get the boots at rank
No,
3,
not Order
the helmet
66,
auto
that shit
rifle
is
at rank
stupid.
4, and the shotty at rank 5.
I have no reason to get to rank 5.
I mean, it's not the
So
worst one.
while you're playing it, I don't think we're going to get the same loot drop system as Sparrow Racing League, unfortunately, but there are going to be some post-game drops. In rank 2, we'll get the helmets. The rank 3 you'll be available for class items and auto rifles, and rank 4 shotguns.
I like playing Iron Banner. It's casual. I mean, I jump in there. Usually I jump in there solo. Every once in a while I'll jump in there with a team of like...
Did you say Iron Banner is casual?
I find that it's more frustrating with a team because...
Fuck that guy.
I get worse connections as a team. I just jump in there, cast your and start history messing around.
Explosion!
Because once you
Make
run
a
the country, and
trial.
then you're having to pick people from an even wider net.
Wow.
Go in there solo.
Get
Are you fucking
a
stupid?
bunch of red bars. You got Christmas lights going on the side of the screen.
Yeah, but I'm trying hard.
Oh, shit.
Trials is there for that, you know, but Iron Banner's just more of a... I'm just
Oh, you
messing around
pushed
here.
out of the game.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, never mind. I take that all back.
How'd you guys like
I mixed up Trials and Iron Banner. I'm sorry.
That was fun to me.
I had to adjust.
Yeah, Iron Banner's not that bad.
Garbage.
You didn't like it, huh?
Never want to see it again.
Trials, on the other hand, Trials can go burn in fucking hell.
Elaborate on that, please, Sir Defty. I mean, if you're going up against a tryhard team, you might as well switch to shotguns and shade step or whatever. I
Who
mean,
the fuck is that?
it was well, okay. There's a counter to this. Widow's Court is the sniper's epitome. So all the people who like to use shotguns complain about that. So I do
What is
see
that?
that. So I am more. I prefer the sniper. I will
Scavenger?
switch to a shotgun if needed, but I felt like it was just a bad map for trials. Just bad map for trials.
Yes.
It should
I
have been
liked it.
regular.
Yeah, I had fun. I feel like you could snipe on that map, you could shotgun on that map.
Yeah, it's all right.
Even we had a run. I think we lost out our seventh win, but we just went Telesto only. Nobody could use anything but Telestos. That was super fun.
Telesto was deadly on that
Yeah,
map.
because you had those tight corridors. That was
What the
super
fuck are you
fun.
doing back in
I
me?
had a great time. You know, I
Someone
like
joined the
big open
chat.
area in the
Someone
middle,
joined the
but then
stream
those
and then left
corridors around the
immediately.
edges, they were real tight and claustrophobic, but there were multiple
Worthless.
routes to flank. It was fun. I had a good time in that map.
I absolutely love this map because of the fluidity of the flanking possibilities. Like, a lot of teams, they would just kind of go into the top, middle, or bottom area, or just go into straight middle. And there were so many routes to get behind them. And even like in the top area, there were those little cross channels that you can kind of shoot people, and they're like, oh, he's coming up on me. Oh wait, he's actually in the below tunnel, and you like go back up around behind him and throw a trip plane against the wall. And I don't know, it was a very interesting map. Good. Yeah, I agree with that map. I really got the upgraded Striker Titan too, so I was flying around the map with my Striker Titan and
That was a
just
worthless idea.
mashing people with my.
I ate a few shoulder
I'm hungry.
charges
I'll be
this
right
week.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed.
Normally in trials, I ate quite a few shoulder charges.
What the fuck? I missed again?
I like the map but I felt that when people were
Got
maybe
him.
outclassed a little bit, like they were starting to feel like they were losing the map, they turtled up in
Boom.
their spawn. And or some teams just that was their strategy, and it's frustrating because it just makes they lose anyway, but they lose and it takes a really long time. Like the games are boring to me. So they sit there and they will peek out and wait for
There you
that
go.
one lucky shot, and then I'll rush, right? Or they just sit there and then they'll rush the spawn point. I don't know. It just was a strategy that I felt made the game slow and not fun. But when I felt like I was coming up against other teams that were setting up for different activities, they're setting up in different areas or different zones, I liked Drifter for that. But, you had to have a mixture of maybe one sniper and a couple shotties. I felt like you had to kind of mix up your team.
Or, here's my favorite.
I got some fucking ice cream.
Because we've won most of the games doing
You
the
need
trials
this entire
series.
tub of ice cream by
So I'm not
myself.
complaining about,
You're a
Fucking
fat fuck.
chocolate.
didn't get the lighthouse or anything like that. We took people to the lighthouse. The
What is
fact when
Neapolitan
you
ice
get
cream
to the
without
sweaty
fucking
matches,
chocolate?
it gets boiled down to
I'm hungry,
if
actually.
you run aggressive
I told you,
shotgun
get
heavy
some
play
fucking
style,
ice cream.
right? You have a favorable place on that map. And I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
like
to run
super
that way.
hungry. I'm starting to get a headache.
For me,
Right.
I'm not gonna enjoy that.
Right, so
If we had
somebody that would complain
But
about
the
Widow's
stream must
Court,
go on.
right? Because it's a sniper heavy map. Would like
Order
this one,
some
right? So
food.
it's a trade off.
yeah,
Well, I have
it is a
pizza.
trade-off, and I have to be like I do consider that. I just feel like if you are a high-skilled player running with a team of aggressive shotgun people, like you have a serious.
Oh
advantage on the
shit,
map.
fucking
Because it
asshole.
was very easy to get around the map. And
muted me.
Yeah, Edward muted you because of the
we
podcast.
went up against like a couple teams that
Oh, I didn't
had
get
some
dick.
aggressive
He called me
shotgun
the
action.
faggot.
He said you're.
Stop to me.
That became
Oh! Oh no! Get away from me! Oh no!
right after.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit! No! No, I don't like bugs. I don't deal with that shit.
What is John saying?
He said you're a faggot because you muted him.
I can see it.
I don't like that pod. I don't fucking do podcasts, bro. It's not my shit. I'm not gonna listen to his.
No, get the fuck away from me! Get away from me! Oh, there's still more! No!
I've heard a lot of people complain that they don't like it right now. And I'm having like,
Oh my god.
and I don't understand the disconnect.
I don't fucking handle well.
Not have the last word.
Fucking
I
blood
need
bug.
you, John, you shit.
I think this beta would be fantastic.
Why don't you do podcasts?
Crucible, I
Because
haven't
they're too fucking
raged
long.
that hard
So?
since like
I'm not gonna sit down for an hour and do fucking
when I
nothing.
ran up against a team where 3 people
You don't have to not do nothing.
Just seeing that
Is that even
flash
fucking
of
English? I don't
green
even
on my screen again and
like,
hearing that hiss
you don't have to
and
do
watching my
nothing,
health
stupid.
not regenerate. So it's not
The
the same
podcast for
Thorn that it was,
listening.
though.
You don't have
It's
to
not the
just
same
listen.
Thorn, but it still pisses me off because of what it used to be. Plus the fact that it's a dot and my health can't regen, and that has absolutely no
What the
place being
fuck?
in the game on a primary weapon when the health pools are as they are in this
What the
game.
fuck am I
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
almost like
do?
having a headshot. Bungo, why do you do this?
Bungo, why do you do this?
I don't get why
To
people.
me, the
That's
real
like everyone's first fucking.
resurgence was last word.
Oh shit.
Yeah, last word's everything.
That's like everyone's
Sniper,
first fucking
last word.
excuse when they say I don't like
Sniper, last
podcasts.
word.
I don't want to sit there and do
I
nothing.
don't find it that hard to overcome.
Like,
It's
what?
Well, you don't have to
there's
do
kind of this middle
nothing.
distance
Yeah.
where you can really you can exploit both.
Not that I don't want to just
Yeah,
fucking
that's what
sit there
I
and
find
do
too.
nothing, but
Last
it's
night
just,
playing,
it's a podcast.
playing
It's not
servers was
interesting
like-
to me. They're never interesting
I'd
to me.
switch in and out of
That's
last
because you
word.
haven't found a
because you
podcast
couldn't
that
get past
interests
level
you.
I tried to hacksaw as well. I
Even
had
if I listen to something that is like interests me,
not pulled out of the
like if I
vault, and was
fucking a
trying that
Batman
out.
podcast, if I wanted to
You know,
listen to
it's
a Batman
surprisingly
podcast,
balanced
I'm not
at the
going
moment,
to.
But last word
This is
and
not my
Mida
thing. I'm
have
not
some
interested in
definite
podcasts. I don't know why.
advantages.
I feel like the biggest advantage of last word is just the maneuverability, and you're just a little harder to hit than other people.
I think it's found that one podcast that he disliked.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Because I remember I said the same shit about the Rooster Teeth podcast. I was like, what the fuck? They just talk for an hour? Who the fuck would watch that?
Essential exotic
But that's when you realize you
I
don't.
feel like it represents what exotic should be.
It turns out a lot of
Exotic
people
perk
fucking like that shit.
helps the player in a
You do whatever
unique
the
way,
fuck you want
but
while
doesn't
listening
give
to
them
it.
a bonus
Yeah.
to their damage.
Even
It's
the
just
last
funny to
part
me.
isn't as bad as it was in year one. It's not
That's
the
the only
skill
reason I
rifle
watched
it was in year
it. Because
one.
it's really fucking funny.
You know,
What am I
it's a
gonna-
more reasonable gun.
fucking
However,
do
the
here?
first curse is now a skill
What the
rifle.
fuck
Yeah,
I do?
it is. Yeah, it's incredible. I don't have any experience
was
with
it,
it. But I
Margaret
wanted to go back to
Snow?
what you just said about Maya.
Someone's back
And I was
watching the
thinking,
stream.
What
Or someone
what
just
does
came to the stream.
Destiny
I don't know.
really need right now?
Well,
And
so
one
we're
of the
going
things
over
that,
a day now.
I saw
I
And
know
people
what I
we're,
gotta
point
do
out
now.
we're
was
going to
that
wait to
video
tell
on,
you.
like,
But we found an old
extra,
house there from
being
before
able
the
to make
war in the
more
boat
orbs
shed.
using the
It
certain
sounded like
using
someone
soccer
had
build,
stashed
dragon
some
spread or something
chems in
like
the
that, and then you
drainage
put
at
out
the end
another
of the
effective.
canal.
Right
Also
now,
thought we might
there's
be able
no
to sell them
real
to one of the
builds that you can
traders.
do,
Maybe
per
use the
se.
caps
Like
to buy another
you can
Brahmin.
have a build where
I'm
you
sorry we
will
didn't
make
tell you.
more
We just
orbs
wanted it to be this right. But
like
that's
for your
such a
team.
one of those bugs we've seen
But
today, and I think
aside
everything went
from
wrong.
very,
So I'll go into that.
very
What's
just
for him?
off the
Alright,
wall
I'm just
builds,
going to take a quick
there's
peek
no
and I'll be back.
customizability where it's like, hey,
You dumb
I
shit.
really like playing, you know, as this really mobile type character, and so you use the Might multi-tool. But there's not a lot of random builds that you can do similar to other games of this scope. Like just look at Bloodborne. I was playing that a ton yesterday,
Fuck
and I
Bloodborne.
ended up replaying it because I wanted to do like
Suck.
a different build so I could use this one particular
It's
weapon.
supposed to be
He's the
difficult.
I think it'd be really cool if the exotic weapons could kind of amplify the specific talents and builds
I told
that
you
we have.
Bloodborne was super difficult.
In some ways,
And it's
because
the
like right now we
easiest
feel
out
like
of all
high
the games that
agility
they made.
and Mida or something like that, and just
Fuck that.
more along those lines. Yeah, I also feel like something like Fabian Strategy could have taken a step in that direction and been locked into something that was with your subclass. If we started seeing more exotics that were tied into subclass traits to amplify them or enhance them in some way, then there really is build viable loadouts that you can start making. We really are
Son of
close
a
to having them, like where some Defender Titans are using backup plans in a shotgun. No backup plans in a shotgun. Like
You're the
that's very
person that's
easy to
just
build.
leaving
But
and
there's
then coming back to the
other
stream.
ones with like a higher impact sniper and
Like,
weapons of light. And
Yeah, it's
PvP
worrying me
modes,
because
as you can tell.
I was streaming
But
yesterday
it is
night till
still
like
a
3 in the
build that
morning,
you are actively choosing
and people were
to
saying
go
that the
for.
stream wasn't
Also,
working.
the Stalker mixed
So I don't know if they were
with
coming
scales
back.
and the Mida,
They're like
and you
coming in and
max
leaving
agility.
and then coming back
Your top speed is
because the stream's not
ridiculous.
working and they're trying to fix it, or because
It is insane, and you have that increased map awareness.
they're just doing
It's
it
really
on
awesome.
purpose for like no reason.
It's a very like I want to see more from that in Destiny because right now we're
It's a
so
slippery
close to
slope
having
though
it.
because you're so close to having a
Oh,
overpowered
fuck,
subclass.
okay.
Like, I mean, like just a hair,
Oh,
you
fuck.
know, like even once you start
Almost
getting
walked
that kinks
straight
down
into
with
that.
my multi-tool, like all of a sudden you got these guys that are just
Fuck
flying around the
you.
map. You know,
Well, the counter to that is to get to that max agility as a hunter, you either have to not have max armor or not have max recovery. So either you're going to be taking slightly less damage, or you're going to be taking a lot more damage to be able to recover faster. Like
not
that's
more damage. So armor is not that big.
armor, it's not that big of a deal, but it is big enough deal when you add in burns from some subclasses or thorn.
It's like
It's a big
4 or
deal.
5.
Pulse rifles. Pulse rifles are still a pretty big
Jerry,
deal when it comes
please,
to
I'm
armor.
working with a delicate thing right
So
here.
like it is a choice. Trip mines are a thing. You know, you will
So-
die or you won't die based on your armor selection. So it is there.
What the
So,
fuck?
yeah,
It's
Sure, I
there,
swear to
but
God.
it's not, yeah,
It's
I would
swear
say
to
it's
God,
not
kid.
huge. Yeah, it's not a huge difference.
It's something that
This
we're
one,
gonna have
alright.
to lock down
This
with
one,
year 2.
yes.
I mean, Destiny 2 when it eventually comes out and if Bungie starts going in that direction. Do they make it a more complicated system, or do they stick with what they have and be a little more broader to digest? Because that's ultimately the trade-off, is that our systems get more complex and the game becomes more complex to understand, or we have something that's a little more casual focused. Because, I mean, Destiny is on the casual side. I think we can have both, at least in terms of exotics. That's one of the things that I think needs to be expanded on in the game right now is just exotics in general. We have exotics that either are the definition of an exotic weapon, like Dragon's Breath or Land Beyond. These very unique weapons in both their design principles and how they actually play. And then we have, and so then that exists in kind of one pile right there. And then we have the Mida multi-tool type weapon
that can help you define that play style. And I'd like to see not necessarily a separation of the weapons into those two, but
I'm gonna
more
buy the
define a
multi-tool.
line between like this is
half an hour.
a unique
I'm gonna run
weapon
some
like
strikes.
Dragon's Breath. It's going
It's
to
such
do
a good
this,
gun.
this one
I
particular
love
thing. It's
it.
pretty
You
cool.
guys are right. You guys are right.
It feels exotic, and there's other one, this other type that you can really kind of play around with and work it in your play style to then make a build off of it.
They're testing that out with class specific
Oh!
exotics.
Oh god.
And,
Oh! Oh my god! What the fuck?
you know, exotic guns like this.
Holy
that are tied to the
shit!
class. Are you guys in favor of that or no?
I like it. I think it's fun. I like the experiment, and I like how they've
Oh
really
my
tried to not make those exotics
Oh my
in
god.
any sense, and it's unfortunate
Alright, the
that,
stream's gonna crash probably because I gotta save that clip.
is overpowered. Best weapons in
Alright,
the
I
game.
saved it.
It's easily in the top 3. When you have a super up outside of that, it's just another scout rifle.
Yeah. Scout rifles are in a good place right now, though. I think the whole meta
Yes, they
is in a
are.
good place right now.
Because scout
You know,
rifles
like,
are
I can
fucking
succeed
awesome.
with Monte Carlo. I can succeed with, auto rifles, hand cannons, every gun, every primary weapon in the game right now. I can succeed with.
I love that. I love that.
I like that too.
So you know what?
That wasn't the case 4 months ago.
I've been playing a lot
not at
of
all.
Crucible, just rotating the gun. Like, I've been breaking up guns that I normally would just shard. And I tweeted out about it yesterday. Last night I got one of the worst heavy machine guns you could ever get. It's a Diluvian, like...
Oh yeah, I know that. Luvian 10X
yeah.
4X.
Probably after the, what's the rocket launcher we get all the time? The Diluvian I got, and the only thing that caught my eye is that it had counterbalance and persistence on it. And I'm like, my doctrine of passing has those. Let me see if it has what else it has. And I opened it up, it had brace frame, persistence, and it had it had that counterbalance.
Hot piece of junk.
So it was a hot
sounds
piece of junk. So I
shady.
looked at it and I'm like, I'll rank it up. So it is exactly the same perks as the Doctrine of Passing. I took it into Crucible and it had the fastest time to kill of any machine gun I've brought into Crucible. I'm telling you,
It's really good.
it is insane.
General
And
atomic
so because now more guns are viable, I'm taking a look at their base stats and their perks before I delete them. Because I'm finding these kind of jewels that I normally, no matter what the perk system, that heavy machine gun was toast against any rocket launcher. So why even bother? So, but now, auto rifles, I'm looking at them. Counterbalance, if they have crowd control, I'm a big fan of crowd control.
And you know what would make that whole system even better? If we got more drops. If they just dropped more. So they're like, oh, I got these 5 auto rifles. I got these 5 different weapons today. Let's look at it. Oh, that one might be cool. That one might be cool. And then maybe, just maybe, if it didn't take it takes 20 modes if you on a primary weapon if you have its telemetry active, like 40 node. I think it's like 14 on a secondary and 11 on a whatever. If it took less modes to actually level those things, or maybe if the quest XP actually applied to the weapon, so that if you have a full grip of 16 bounties, put it in there, maybe more than like half of the first bubble gets leveled up. Where I don't have this title this 250 modes. Yeah, wow.
Salty Patrick.
It just triggered something in me. I'm honestly, you get so much more armor right now. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you do. You get like so much 9 pieces.
Oh, I love it. I have a
One
fucking
weapon.
full armor set for Vanguard, and there's just
I've been
something
getting
around the
some pretty
guns that I
good
want to
drops
use
this
in the
weekend.
Vanguard set.
Real good.
It's great.
Out of the challenge mode.
Yeah. Oh my God, challenge mode.
That's what I was going to talk about. Hey, thank you, Briar. So challenge mode came out. Tefty, yeah, you and I did that right when it went live, and we sure did. First off, we had to bang our head against the wall for about an hour and 30 minutes trying to figure out what the challenge was. Yeah, it was about an hour and a half before we finally conceded to the chat and said, okay, I guess we'll try the 16 orb strategy. And that used to crash the game. It used to crash the game. This way, Ninja fixed it. Yeah, they did. And then it used to crash the game on older consoles, didn't crash the game on newer gen. But it was just funny because I remember very clearly stating in the chat, like, it's not going to be 16 orbs. There's no way they do that. We're not going to try it. And then some guy ended up going into, I think it was Google Monsters Twitch, said, hey, we completed it. We used 16 orbs, and then he did it, and it worked. And I was like, oh god damn it, no.
So you know what's funny is that we did that. So we did it after the fact. My team did it on Wednesday after everybody. We already knew the strat, so we weren't worrying about it. We went through and we did it on the first try, and it was crazy. Like, I think that our strategy of doing orcs was harder than the 16 orc strat.
Yeah, this is great. Like, the only thing that you really have to be aware of is, you know, have enough special or heavy to kill the shade of orcs in between every round.
Oh,
and you don't have to worry about running
all guys with whatever that freaking gun is, the auto scout rifle. Touch malice. We just put two guys up on the top pillar with a Titan bubble that's got slicing, so that they can just keep dipping in and out of the light. They never have to stop firing, and they just blow those ogres out of the water. The guys on the platforms down below don't even fire on their ogres. They just sit way back, wait for their knights to fire, come up, two-shot their knights, then jump up to the platforms. No ads ever shoot the guys on the platforms because they haven't drawn any aggro on anything on the map. Because those two guys up there with touch balance can kill those ogres so fast that they don't have to throw throw grenades, they don't have to shoot with snipers. They just sit there and watch them die.
Rob Cole's worst nightmare.
The perk that's on the helmets called like Take That or something. I have it on my Titan, and it increased precision damage against I think Taken as well. And I believe ogres count as Taken.
You got it.
Yeah, they count as Taken even though they don't look Taken. But it basically, if you have Touch of Malice, it's like a crit will do like 3,000 damage, and the extra damage procs kind of like Hive Disruptor did. It'll be like 2,600 as well. It's like, what? You annihilate those ogres if you have that Take That thing procced as well. So again, we were in a team of raiders that have raided
first time I've ever done this.
It was Solarity Clan. It was Solarity Clan, our normal clan. I did the Tower Talk podcast. We all talked about how it was easy mode. Robbie hadn't done it yet, and then the following, right after that, then Robbie and I just...
Another reason why news
It did not go good.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
We're talking about the PvP in Destiny.
From the ogres transfer. I've heard a lot about that.
Now it's still challenging.
Just coordination between everybody making sure the ogres die fast enough. All kinds of little things added up to being a very difficult situation. It was night and day when we did it. It was like
Your
we could have done.
mics are kind of laggy right now to me.
Those ogres were dead before they're
like both of your mics. Am I okay?
Finished in our run. It was so quick.
Yeah.
I mean, the exact timing of the damage that was being dealt was just like immediate. We just knocked out. And then with the team that hadn't raided together before, we were like, yeah, let's do this. It did not go anywhere near that easy, and we weren't able to finish it because my internet eventually died because of Comcast was giving me the shaft. So Comcast being Comcast, I saw the news. Comcast was Comcast to me, amazing. Amazing. It was interesting having the two perspectives. Like one team just being filthy, destroying it immediately, and then another team experiencing what might be what a common LFG group is going to go through. So I got to experience that side of it.
Oh, this is great.
That's not a happy place. I mean, it's already 3 times a week on stream. I didn't do it today, but I do it 3 times a week. I bring subscribers through the raid or viewers through the raid, and you never know. You can have somebody who just cannot stay alive on a platform. You can have people up top that just can't kill ogres fast enough. You can have a runner that's too fucking slow. Like the guy just doesn't get to that brand fast enough because it gets to the middle fast enough. So you got a bunch of guardians waiting in the middle for the brand to come. Like it's tougher when you don't have a well-oiled machine, and that's I think where challenge mode disconnect between the 1% and the 99% that we were talking about a few weeks ago. That's a big disconnect in challenge modes. And then one of the other interesting things is you guys know, like I think it was 2 weeks ago before the patch went live, someone soloed Oryx, soloed
Oh,
that
crap.
extra amount of time that you had to
Hey,
wait,
That's
John.
bad.
you weren't able to stagger oryx anymore. So you had to
What?
perfectly time your signature blood shots to cause them to stagger. And
Play
having
Star
that,
Wars
that means you
movies.
had to use 3 shots, which means you had to get more heavy ammo during
Yep.
the whole,
I'm gonna push
during the
play.
whole deal.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. Oh, God.
Turns
I
out
can't hear you.
someone found
Oh, no!
Yeah, I'll play later.
Oh, my God.
I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
You'll play later?
Patch even
Yeah.
after everyone theorized that it couldn't be done.
I'm gonna try to get that night
There
of
is a
today.
definite divide between teams that raid together often.
Sure.
And that would be a lot more.
We should really try
happening,
Destiny again. Edwin.
glass
Edwin.
curves
Edward.
is wider on the mechanics
Oh,
are
my
I'm calling
gosh.
it again, Chrissy.
And I like King's Fall. I think it's a great raid. It's my favorite raid. But in
you,
terms of
Romeo?
streaming, I preferred streaming both the glass and Crotozen more.
It was easier.
You see me
You
with the
had
tub of ice cream right
had
here.
so much more gun skill, or just general gun skill and aiming in King's Fall than you do.
Kill Luke.
I don't even mind that because I have to be an active participant in most of the fights in King's Fall. In the other raids, when I was streaming,
Edward, Frodo, you should try Destiny again.
Basically, my team was doing. I just had to stay alive.
What?
In King's Fall, I have to be an active participant, and often I have to be driving the action. If I'm on a weak team, I have to be like really hard to get on shots. You gotta be calling the shots. You gotta explain mechanics. You gotta say why did it happen. This is why. Like, stuff prevent it. Yeah. And like often, like when we're dying on Oryx, I'm quizzing people. Okay, what happened? What killed you? The acolytes or the acolyte eye in the middle killed me. I'm like, okay, make sure you back up all the way to the back of your platform. You know, just heal there. Don't shoot at the ads because that just draws aggro to you. And as soon as he gets the light up top, make sure you're jumping up to the top. You know,
We don't have homework.
and I usually salvage, but you gotta do that for like everybody in LFG. Well, I think that also what's frustrating for some people is that they see the loot that's dropping. Oh, it's big. Oh my gosh. Like, the calcified fragment. I got when I got
Oh!
you get a shader.
That could have been really bad.
Okay, wanna see my brother's hair?
It's possible.
Come here, Romeo.
We don't know. So we've got a shader on your Titan. On my Titan. It looks good on Titan. It looks great on the Titan.
It looks horrible on Hunter.
Right, now you're
It's bad probably on Hunter.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Oh, fuck, alright. You're dead too.
we had a fleet of those ships that the aliens created, and like,
Wait.
we were like, oh my god,
So what?
we're like,
Cool.
black one, all black
Then it was
ones,
blonde.
What else was it?
Sick, yeah. Oh my god, I want that.
The hell was that?
It's a hardwood helmet, dropping at 320, primary, dropping it prior. Did you get a 320 helmet? I got one. I didn't get a single one. I'm so pissed off. Oh my god, the challenge is going away. It's gonna be War Freaks again. I gotta wait 3 weeks. I'm so, oh my god. I got a 320 helmet, but I didn't get a single weapon. And I think that was the thing. Is like you either get armor, you get a 320 piece of armor or a 320 weapon. You don't get like both of them.
I got 2 auto rifles and a hand cannon. I wanted to be like, really?
Really? That is the worst that could happen. I got the. Why are you happy? They got a 0.4% increase in that damage. 0.0
Oh.
increase. Like, God, that's my question.
Well, the car finally blew up.
Threaten those patrol enemies. I'm gonna respond to that in just a second because I think that buff.
Oh my god, there's a shooting at the mall. New York.
Yes.
New York?
So I'm gonna go back to that, but I got some pretty sweet.
Accidentally, okay, you see that?
I'm not surprised.
Hey guys,
I got
Yo.
a helmet, obviously, and then I got a scout rifle.
did you hear about a
Scout. I found
What,
that the
Phil?
challenge mode was
What's a
better
what?
What?
for me for Oryx. Like, I
a
feel
shootout?
like
Did you hear about any shootouts in Roosevelt Field or any mall over there?
Golgoroth,
No.
No.
Golgoroth was right on the money. That
Yeah, Roosevelt Field.
That was a good challenge. I think
He
the
said,
Oryx
yeah,
one is also
my
a
brother
good
said it was a
challenge.
shooting at
Because,
Roosevelt
I mean,
Field.
If it doesn't,
When?
if it doesn't lack
if it doesn't lack that
Today?
if it's legit, I think that if it's
Yeah.
legit, however, whatever they had
Oh.
to do to the code to fix it so that it wouldn't crash the game,
cause more lag.
caused them to teleport. I think
That's
my
seriously scary because I was at the mall yesterday.
Try and mitigate it a little bit. You know, go up back into orbit, try and change.
I'll still go to the mall. Yeah.
Do that
You
kind
know,
of
like,
stuff.
see you.
You guys think it's possible that we're just going up against more sweaty AI?
I will go down buying fucking this box one.
That's what you do. It's like launching a war against someone. You send in the pawns first. The first part is
Get away from waifu.
basic trading. Now we're getting the ones that got.
Someone shot me in the
They
shoulder.
leveled up. They leveled up their ogres.
Oh, no.
Not even forgetting how long it took us to hit those ogres the first time. And they paid $30
Yeah.
dollars.
They were shot outside of Roosevelt Field.
To then go up against the air.
So I think Oryx is actually the taken version of these. Is actually the pay-to-win version of these characters.
That's why LG is going to be pissed off right now.
Getting shot the fuck up.
Sweaty AI.
Sweaty AI. Those damn sweaty AI.
Oh my god. There you
So
go.
now we've seen all the challenge modes. What do you guys think in total? Like, you know, was it a success? Was it a failure? What would you change for the next raid? I'll go first here. I think overall, challenge mode was a success in the same way Prison of Elders. Prison of Elders was a success. So it was an abysmal failure.
Yo, Christian,
Yo. Oh god.
Learned a lot of really good shit.
I just saw you streaming, and it's named Fallout 4 live stream because DCUO is being done.
Yep.
I mean, I just wish someone had warned you, honestly.
A specific task. I think everyone can agree with that. And especially since that game,
Who's the point of Destiny?
like max level.
I know it's John.
System in place. People liked that.
John.
It was like, it wasn't.
Why is it loud as fuck?
Go against a system.
Saw the headset on?
When you went against Gogoroth that week, like he wasn't a huge tank.
Can you turn the volume down, or is it like quiet for you? Because it's now loud for me.
The challenge itself was optional. I think that's really good. That's what
The hell?
it would be really nice if there was some sort of confirmation
It
during
didn't.
the fight.
Oh, fuck off! I'm missing every shot. Fuck.
Because right now I can barely hear it. Wrong one.
Well, John, you wanna play Bullet?
I'm doing strikes. Yeah, I might have multiple.
chosen to go in blind.
Level that
The first
bitch
time
up
they
and go
did
ham.
challenge
I
mode
mean, when you're
blind,
gonna potentially
figure out
Gauntlet?
I already told Edward I was gonna play Star Wars with him.
part of
I wanna play DCU.
Well, who's playing Star Wars? I won't play.
Yeah, I'm gonna go join my other nigga for some Black Ops 3 review. Peace.
that was the
Peace.
part of when we were doing that.
What the fuck you want to okay, PlayStation Network, nigga?
If I had done it and heard about, oh, he's 16 charging, it would have been a lot more, yeah, just kind of let out, right? On the challenge mode, I would have been like, well, alright, I mean, cool. So I think in that sense of like, you've been raiding with your team, you built a team of raiders that you all connect with, you know, and again, to do this challenge with something that you've already done before, that's exciting, and yeah, the loot's fantastic. So I like that. I don't want that to change in the future.
Wondered if DCU is working now.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna put this ice cream back.
You know that it's not a challenge in the way that it can be when it's a different task.
Damn, he's getting wrecked on wreck. It's over. I don't need to be here.
Like, here's your mission in the raid. Do this.
What do you think when you tell me what's coming like that?
Because there's other teams that just absolutely wipe it. It's going to be able to play teams that have different things and everything in between. Some of the choose you can learn. LNG that knocks it out of the park for strats. You're going to get it out. So you can usually tell though what goes down in 3 games. Like, we can usually tell. Okay, it's together. You can tell like in the opening fight, trying to get the core priest, it's like everyone keeps dying. You're like, oh, okay. It's going to be one of those runs. Like, problem is, if I'm streaming, that is usually my fault. Some people have read the chat. I'm supposed to be
Hey guys,
Yo.
I'm gonna hop out the chat. Cause I'm about to play some Star Wars a little bit, and I'm gonna fucking hog out.
I would like to see better gear drop
Wait, what?
mode and separate gear from challenge modes. That way, the
But
average
why
player
not
would feel
stay
like
in the
they
party?
get left out if they click complete challenge mode. Like if it was just, you know, emblems or shaders or stuff that were coming out of challenge mode,
I don't know.
you could hit 320 by going hard
Oof.
mode. I feel like that would free Bungie up to make these things really difficult, and I would like to see that. I would like to see an end game activity that is just a monster to complete. I think it would add longevity to the raid. It would add interest. You know, I think it'd be really fun to see like a really elite level hard mode challenge. But I don't think they can do that. It'll make too many people upset if they tie it to getting the good gear. Like,
fucking my alert.
right now, the really racing way to get the 320s by
Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch.
to cover that behind something that's really difficult. I don't think it works, but if they were just give us the good gear at 320 or give us the good gear from regular hard mode, you know, instead of this crappy RNG that we could get, and then give us the shaders. I think that would work, and I would like to see it be a lot more difficult than it is.
I can agree with that too. Definitely. That is one of the things that I think they could have touched on before, make it a little more difficult. But if they did that, I really think if they wanted to see that level of difficulty, they might have to do like a separate version of the raid. If I could take just a small second, guys. Control Freak sent me a bunch of stuff to test, and I got to test it out. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have used their products. I got some Control Freaks a while back to use like my stuff to protect the thumbsticks a little bit more, and I really like them. So if you guys are interested in some, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up giving all these away because I'm using the FPS Galaxies, which were originally designed for Destiny. So yeah, it's a shameless plug. I see what's going on in the chat there. It's a shameless plug. I use the Galaxies on my Xbox One. I'm going to keep those and not give them away. But yeah, we're going to be giving away some of the PS4 stuff. We probably give away
Whoa.
give them away once we post it to YouTube. Then we'll do a giveaway in the comment section. Like, apply in the comment section of the YouTube post.
Okay.
This if you want some of these. We got like some grips for the controller. We got some
Wait, where the fuck am I?
signatures, the PS3 Galaxies for PS4, and
The
some
Cabot
Xbox
House?
One X stuff. If you guys want to try it out,
Never been here.
if you just don't want your thumbsticks to fall apart, it's a nice way to kind of protect those. And I continue to derail the conversation. We'll get better at that as time goes on.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ. Just been so
What is this place?
This is Cabot House, like it says on the sign. And if you don't know what that is, you're in the wrong place. You should leave before you get yourself in trouble.
That's awfully rude.
You need to leave if you know what's good for you.
Why don't I want to come in? Seems like a nice place.
You don't want to come in because then I would have to kill you. I assume you don't want to be killed, so get out of here.
Come on, let me in.
I'm done talking to you.
Oh.
Copy and paste any chat questions that I deem worthy. So, alright, I know you guys have been asking it for the entire time, but you guys
Me and you prick.
I told you to go away.
Actually, Jeff McClain at
I want in. Up yours.
Yeah. Why are you doing this and not watching Star Wars? Can I tell my story? Can I tell my story? Yeah, I just suspecting anyway.
I feel like I'm gonna save real quick.
Work to come home, and I got a call.
Oh, it requires the key.
Hey, I have 4 tickets for private streaming of Star Wars tonight at 7. 2 of them are for you. Bring your son. Let's go. But you know, I'm like, no, I have commitments. You know, I gotta stream at 6:30, so I turned them down. This was a private showing, private theater. Would have been amazing. Custom, like, you know, just catered.
Did you really turn that down?
Turned down a Riz rent, by the way, right? That's not like a Riz rent. We would have forgiven you. The show would have gone on
All I'm
without you.
saying is that I turned them down for you guys.
Aww.
That breaks my heart.
And not just us three here, outside under here. Everyone in the chat, he turned down to see Star Wars.
Oh, I thought he was looking like right at me when he said that.
I was like, hey, for the soul, yeah, you know. Like Resident Evil within your chest. Yeah, I felt that too.
Alright, so this one is a little
Let
bit
me in, you
hostile,
prick.
but I thought it was
I wanna
actually
get
strong enough
inside.
that I'm gonna put it on here. So, Benzio at Mobile Fun Games. Why
I
most
told you
people
to go
said in
away.
the Land
I'd really like to come in.
You seem nice enough,
Bungie sells
but trust me,
microtransactions.
you don't want to
but
come
when
inside.
Bungie started selling them, they are immediately okay
Come
with them
on,
being
let me
sold.
in.
You're not gonna give up,
Basically
are
asking,
you?
why are we okay with
Have it your way.
Bungie's
Doors
selling
unlocked.
non-cosmetic transactions?
Come on in.
We said we wouldn't be.
I remember that from the Twitter.
Awesome. I just have to keep going. I have to keep annoying him.
Earlier in the year, we said that we were okay.
Alright, so whatever happens after this,
and now they're doing it. And why are you okay with it now?
cut the screen.
Does anybody want to take this? I have a.
And save DCUO's
I'll
okay.
take a step.
Now tell me what you're doing here.
Right now, they're not, like I said, they're not giving engrams. Like, you can't buy a pack of exotic engrams. That's different from getting sparrows, in my opinion.
Vault Tech calling, but I guess you guys are all set.
Very cute. Maybe you should just try shutting up and standing still.
Edward? Who is it?
Don't worry about it, Jack. I got it under control.
Edward, don't be so hasty. I like the look of this lady. Please, accept my apologies for Edward's behavior. He's just looking out for me, but sometimes he can be overzealous. I'm Jack Cabot. Welcome to Cabot House.
The fuck is this?
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps. Edward, I think this occasion calls for drinks. The good bourbon, eh? Come on, this way. There's no need to stand talking in the front hall like
We
savages.
still aren't at the point where it's, 100% a pay-to-win thing. I do not support the fact that they're moving away from cosmetic stuff only. It is.
We're not Bungie. We don't get to make this decision. It doesn't matter what we think or say. They're going to do what they
Before we
want.
get down to business,
So what
I have a question I'd like to ask all my new employees.
Our opinions matter.
The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
I'm not sure there's any intelligent life in the universe. At least not on this planet.
You joke, but make a good point. Say humans perish from the Earth, as they seem intent upon doing. Say thousands of years from now, a new civilization arose. What would they know of us?
That's where I draw the line.
Right.
If I get
You're
killed,
implying there was a
if
lost alien civilization on Earth in prehistoric times?
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures. Sumer, Egypt, Assyria.
Jack, can I tell her what I need her to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending her to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rough. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
The fuck?
You're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Yeah, why can't you do it?
Sparrow Racing League.
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
You gotta go into the heroic ones. I think you do just.
I have some questions.
Shoot.
You get more, don't you? Yeah, I haven't noticed that I get more if I do them. I feel like it just takes longer to get through them.
Yeah, I don't. I found there's no difference, but maybe it's just me. I don't know statistical
Nothing
evidence,
else.
but, like,
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
is legend, man. Like, people look up to you. One day, I'll be able to grown-up Korean have full pairs RNG. One day. Here's hoping, guys.
they owed me. It was 35 days before I got the Galahorn. So
35 days playtime. You should play time. You're not playtime.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
Mine was 1,500 hours. How many days is that?
I don't know.
I mean, math.
Probably somewhere around.
Then focus. Only raid and story content will exist.
That's the DC universe. Or-
I did not see a number that high coming.
62.5. If that was a weapon balance change, it would have gotten rounded up to 64.